a world of Disney, and it surrounds us, and even as we grow older, it still surrounds us. I'm sure you guys have a favorite Disney character, and whether you want to admit it or not, Disney characters have shaped your life in one form or another. In my life, the Disney princesses have shaped my life, but not always for a positive way. When I was a little girl, none of the girls my age wanted to be Pocahontas or Jasmine or Mulan. And I was too brown and too fat to be a pretty princess like Ariel, Cinderella, and Aurora, which really lowered my self-esteem. One of Disney's biggest critiques is that the Disney princesses send the wrong message to girls. But Disney has moved past that, and with their new movies, they're portraying better characters that send more positive and more valuable lessons to the public. I've conducted some research about the Disney princesses and the messages they send, and also what messages, the newer positive messages that Disney movies send through their characters and their movies. Throughout my speech today, I want to tell you guys about some negative and some positive sides to Disney. So to begin, let me first start by sharing about the negative part. According to PrincessDisney.com, there are 13 princesses. And out of those 13, there are only 4 who are of color. They are Jasmine, Pocahontas, Tiana, and Mulan. And even though Jasmine is one of the more popular ones and of color, her physiognomy is European. She has European features. According to an article by Light Shadows Light, published on July 31st, 2012, Jasmine's physiognomy is altered to look essentially European, with her elongated eyes and her overly large almond eyes, her delicate nose, and her petite mouth. Those are our European features. Also, the Disney princesses have unrealistic anatomies. They have, if you notice, they have a bigger head, a slender neck, perfectly perky breasts, a defined waist, unexisting hips because their dresses are like covering them, tiny feet, and just generally overall a petite size. That is so unrealistic. Look at me. I could be a princess, but I don't look like that. And that's what girls are looking at. Girls have been seeing these movies since they're 3 or 4, and Disney has been teaching them that in order for them to look beautiful and to be praised for their beauty, they need to look like that. They have to have that cookie cutter body. Okay. So one of the Disney princesses who isn't even that popular is Pocahontas, and notice that she's more different. She's more exotic looking. She has smaller eyes, a broader shoulders, and a less defined waist. And she's not nearly as popular as Ariel or Snow White or Cinderella or Frozen, since they're like taking over all the princesses. Another big critique that Disney princesses get is that all the princesses portray a damsel in distress, awaiting for their Prince Charming to come, sweep them off their feet, give them true love's kiss, and get a happily ever after. Reality check, in the real world, that doesn't happen. That does not happen. There is no happily ever after for girls in the real world. Yet that's what Disney is teaching, that for girls to have a happy ending, you need to have love, marriage, and a man in your life. Disney is teaching girls that you need to be dependent of a man to be happy, that a man needs to come and save you. And that's so not true. One of the biggest movies, one of the movies that really bothers me in particular is The Little Mermaid, because she sends all the wrong messages to us girls. I remember watching that movie as I was a toddler, and the only thing that taught me is 1, to be disobedient to my parents, to rebel, to be defiant. 2, that if I change my body, if I change something about myself, a man will fall in love with me. 3, give up something important, in this case, her voice. And 4, that a man will fall in love with you merely by looking at your pretty face. That doesn't happen. the girls who do that, who give up everything for a guy, end up getting screwed over and their hearts broken. And Disney princesses have impacted my romantic life because I expect my boyfriend to treat me like a princess, sweep me off my feet, tell me I'm beautiful every time. And in reality, not even in my dreams will that happen. So now that I threw all that feminism at you, I'm gonna turn on the lights and talk about positive things. So Disney does have movies that send really valuable lessons for us. According to Mirror.com on an article published October 16th of 2013, The Lion King teaches its viewers the consequences of greed, of envy, and the poison of betrayal. That's something that we all should know. Also, Brave, which isn't even a popular movie, Merida is a princess, and she does not have a man in her life. She's a dependent, strong girl who knows that she could pursue what she wants in life and be happy without a man. And that's something all girls should know. And Finding Dory really holds a special place in my heart because Just Keep Swimming. Just Keep Swimming has really helped me cope with my anxieties and feeling overwhelmed in situations. Because if you ever feel stuck, you could just keep swimming. Go with the flow instead of dwelling on what could have been or what could be. Just keep going and you'll get through life. One last thing that I'm going to say about Finding Dory is that it really teaches its viewers not to doubt your capabilities. Dory had short-term memory loss, and that didn't stop her from finding her parents. So that really teaches us, like, you know what? Don't doubt your capabilities. I didn't doubt myself giving this speech. Okay, so that's it. That's the end of the PowerPoint. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right there. But throughout my speech, I told you guys some negative and some positive things about Disney and the messages they're sending to the public. And I really hope you learned that the Disney princesses aren't all about happiness and romance and love. They're actually sending bad messages to girls. But that Disney does have movies that encourage people to be good and give people moral lessons for life. And to conclude, I just want to say that I hope Disney continues to come out with princesses like Tiana and Merida that portray an independent woman that's not needy of a man. Thank you.